Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday, 31st of January, last day of the month, and Friday, February 1st. As usual, we don't typically do a market preview for uh, the Friday in any given week, and this will be no different. We've just finished a two-day Fed meeting. We got the announcement. The market was up on that news. Thursday is the end of month statement printing. It's just a month. It's not a quarterly end, so it doesn't necessarily have to have a huge impact. But obviously, if you look at the month of January, which has basically been up, the more they push it up, the more they get to print the statements if they do get paid bonuses on them. Friday is Friday, the start of a new month, but it's also leading into Super Bowl weekend, which is often a very slow week or Friday for the slow Friday for the markets, just because a lot of people travel with big money heading to wherever the Super Bowl is in Atlanta this year, and then Monday they come back. So it can slow the market down a bit on Friday and Monday, but we'll see. Here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. As you can see, new highs for the month after the Fed announcement here. We'll go through the majors on the daily charts. Crude oil up to 54.62. That's 10 points off the lows. Gold up $8.20. Continues to run here. S&P cash index gains $41.05. Nasdaq 100 up $175.12. Closing high for the year, but obviously dead in the middle of where we were most of last year's range. The SOX gains 35.51. The biotech's up 24.81. The Russell 2000 up 15.49. VIX loses $1.47 down to 1766. The trend closes at 0.93. That puts the 10-day moving average at 1.03, which doesn't really tell us anything. The Nasdaq volume 2.5 billion shares. That was the best day of the year so far after the Fed. 1,235 advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq positive. Advanced decline ratio on the New York plus 1738. So good market breadth to the upside. Google up $27.93, still kind of stuck in this range it's been for 3 months. Apple up, it's a big move for Apple, $10.57. Nowhere near the midpoint of the highs of the last year, but a good move up. Netflix up $11.76. Amazon up 76.55. I still giggle sometimes when I see how much Amazon's up or down in a day. We had a nice winner there today. Tesla up $11.31. Facebook up $6.23. Goldman Sachs up $1.98. Looks like it might break out of that little short base there. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 9 cents, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 434 points on the session. Let's look at the intraday action. You can see we gapped up. We pulled back a bit. The upper break, which for those of you who are subscribers know that that's the most important level we produce every day. The upper break was the low of the day. So on that pullback, we touched it to the tick and then bounced. Then took out the highs, went a little higher. Right when lunch started, it started drifting back. That's common for the Fed announcement. You got a gap below in the midpoint of the day, so you pulled back. And then the minute the Fed announcement came out, as they talked about maybe not raising any more rates and maybe they didn't care as much about the balance sheet stuff, a spike on that, tried to push higher one more time, and then kind of drifted back. So once they had a chance to digest the news, they didn't do much. I would expect that we're going to see that move on Thursday, but we'll see. Nasdaq side, pretty much the same. Matter of fact, look how close. Talk about basket trading. Look how close those two are together. The same thing. All right. In terms of economic data that's left to come out for the rest of the week, again Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, Challenger job cuts at 7:30 a.m. Core PC price index and employment cost index, personal income and spending, and the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers an hour before the bell. Chicago PMI at 9:45, natty gas at 10:30. On Friday, the big unemployment number with the non-farm payroll numbers, an hour before the bell. Manufacturing PMI number at 9:45. ISM manufacturing PMI number, along with revised University of Michigan sentiment at 10 at some point. Vehicle sales for the day. And then we go into the weekend. Good luck in your Super Bowl team. Charts as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading